Alright guys, welcome back to the channel once again, and in this video we're going to talk about a different kind of a style property in the Grapesjs style manager. So in the previous video we saw like how we can add a property in the style manager. Like let's suppose we have an extra property or we have to customize, we just want required property in the sector and all those things we learned, how we can add a new sector and all. But in this video we're going to learn, like let's suppose we have to add a composite type of a property. So let's suppose you have like many style properties, color, background and all those things all together, but you want to put it into a single block where you find all those property all together and you can apply those properties. So if you would have seen somewhere, like if you would have seen the Grapesjs style manager earlier, so you would have seen like the sometime padding coming all together, like padding top, padding bottom, padding right, left, all are coming in the single box and you can just update it from there. Same for the margin and all. But this over here we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna be customizing it. So we're gonna be doing from our side. So let's do it. Let's look at the screen. So it's gonna be a very small video. It's just an information video. So let's look at this, how we can do that. So let's go to my screen and I'll show you. Alright guys, so as you can see my screen over here, I'm in the Grapesjs documentation, the older one, but we're gonna be applying the same things in the Grapesjs studio, which we are already following the series. So we have the style manager over here. Okay, so in the style manager, if you see somewhere, like let me show you how the composite type. So you see this part, the background is coming over here, so this called the composite type. Okay, so this looks like a composite. So same kind of feature you would have seen, like let's suppose you see this one, margin top, left, right, bottom, all are coming all together. Same for the padding is coming all together over here. So this is called the composite type, how you can just compose it all, styling all together, and when you try to apply it, so it's automatically gonna be applied to all the stylings. Like you can change from one place or you can change like different boxes by itself. Let's go down over here, and if you see, scroll down, so this is the kind of things we already discussed in the previous video, like how we can add the type, whatever the type we have, or we can add a new sector and all. But if you come down a little bit over here, so you see this one, composite type. Okay, so in the composite type, like the type great for CSS shorthand properties, where the final value is a composition of multiple sub properties model. Okay, there's a property composite. So composite type looks like this, like you can have multiple properties in the single box and where you can find all the property over there. Okay, so you want to name it something, like you can just put a common name like the margin padding has, so same kind of name you can put it over here, and you can include multiple different kind of properties over here, and then you can use it. Okay, if you want to change it, we already have a like previous video, we already had a like sector defined new one, so I just want to go and add into that one. So let's suppose I select on a text box over here, and then you see the previous video we had this new sector, we added new sector, and then we had the odd width and display defined over there. Okay, so now we're gonna add this composite property over there too. Okay, so let's just copy this code. I'm not gonna do it, and we're gonna be just doing the changes over here, so that we have this width and display defined over here like this, but you can pass the object as well. So let's suppose like this, but you have to define like type, input element and all those kind of things, options if you have kind of select type property, but you have to define the property type as well. So you can just whenever you do any changes, automatically Grapesjs will take that style property and apply the CSS on the selected element. Okay, that's how it works. So but let me just update these and all the things which I copied. So it's going to add it into the new sector. The name going to be label going to be composite type. So let me just change it to margin. Okay, because it's a margin defined over here, margin top, margin right, margin bottom, margin left, something like this. Okay, so go over here, wide, reload the page, just remove, select on any element, new. You see, I got this. Okay, I got this. So the normally if you want to change like if you want to apply the property, if you select this, so it's gonna be apply all, so same property gonna be applied everywhere, like top, right, bottom, left. So if I like just drag it like this, so you see the padding is margin is applying on the text from all the sides. Okay, but if I select over here, so I get like box open for myself, and then this box I can just apply for the left side, so I can just apply for left, and if I want to apply for right, so I can apply for right, and if I just cancel, go over here, apply again. So it's kind of like something like this. Okay, so it's kind of like mostly work on these kind of properties, like let's suppose, because you in the composite type you have to define the property, like which property sides or the sub elements you are defining into the like child of the properties. So it should be related to margin only. So when you select like change on the global level, so it will not be applied on all the side, and if you're just changing on one side or something, it's going to take that one as well. So all has to be related to the property you defined over here. So the kind of this thing is important over here. So property margin, same if you do for the padding. So you just have to do like Control D, and then you just do padding over here, and then go over here, and then you just select, go back over here, new, and then you apply padding. So the padding also gonna work. Okay, let's apply the border radius thing. So the border radius, so if I just change padding, border radius. Okay, so let's see if the border radius works. So if I go over here, so all right, so it is going to show over here, but yeah, it shows over here. So it's kind of like it's not showing because we need a border around it. So let's put a border, some first size where we can put the border, background borders. Okay, so the border, like just put it like 1px or something. So if I put 2px border, okay, border width also 2px, no border radius 0 with 2px, border style solid, okay, color red, okay, like this. Now let's go over here, like select this text, go into this one, and now just select radius. So it should work. Okay, I think the border radius height would be different maybe. So it's working. So the key was little different. So key was something like this: border top left radius, border top right radius. So if the key is not same, so it's not going to pick up the property because everything works according to the property. So then it applies the style on the selected element. So now if you see it's working, so if I apply, so the radius is working. Okay, and even if I do it from here for single element, so you see it's working. Okay, so that's how it works. So the composite type, like if you have a like side or something like the different kind of elements in the single property, if you have multiple child properties, so you can use the composite type and use like once at a time, or like you don't have to put it like in the select box or something like that. Okay, so that's why composite type comes into the picture. Okay, so that's how. And there is another property called stack type as well with the composite, and that's also can be used for some of few things. Let me just show you. So yeah, this one stack type, like it can be used for box shadow and all, so you can put X, Y, blur and the color and all those things. So stack type also you can use. Okay, so you have to define the property type, like for what property stack type is only useful, so for those only you can use. Okay, so that's how it works. So I hope you guys understood something from this video. But if you want to make a custom property by using the composite, you can do that too. So you have to listen the style, whatever the style is coming in the, you have to pass the command, like what command gonna fire, and then you're gonna receive the value whatever is changing to the composite type, and then you can apply the CSS or the selected element. That's how you can do it. Okay, so we can cover this one in the later video because I don't want to make this video very much longer, so that's why. Thank you so much guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.